France has lowered its 2024 economic growth forecast due to rising geopolitical tensions and economic slowdowns around the world. Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire announced that Europe's second largest economy had revised its GDP growth forecast down to 1% from 1.4%. Le Maire also said that the government's planning to implement spending cuts totaling $10.8 billion across all departments and agencies in order to make up for the shortfall in output. He emphasized that there will be no tax increases or cuts to social security payments, but all government entities will contribute to the spending reductions. For more on this now, let's bring in Filiz Katman. She's the president of the Energy Politics and Markets Research Center at Istanbul Aydın University. Thank you very much for joining us today. So the finance minister estimates of 2024 GDP growth lowered from 1.4% to 1%. And I wonder, given the huge headwinds that global economies are facing, is 1% even realistic or still quite optimistic?
Yes, the period with regard to European economy is really alarming after especially the Russian invasion to Ukraine. And we all remember before COVID-19, the Yellow Vest movement in France touring entire French territory. It would be really contaminating to entire Europe if COVID-19 pandemic would not have happened. And after pandemic, we have seen all the increases in the energy prices, which is accompanied with the Russian invasion to Ukraine, which brought extra troubles to European economy because of the energy prices increases and also because of the energy price increases with regard to the cost of the economic products. But specifically, European economy is mainly in trouble with regard to upcoming Green Deal, which will be in place short. And it seems like, especially what is happening lately in major European cities with regard to protests made by the farmers, is the first alarm bell rang in the European economy, and majorly French economy will definitely suffer from it because French economy is majorly challenged with this Yellow Vest movement as the first country in Europe with this regard. And we all know that in 2024, the hyperinflation in all over the world is creating troubles in almost all economies. And France has been recently seeing trouble in Africa as well. So those impacts have a kind of major crash in French economy. It seems like further development with regard to economic crash will stagnate French economy more.
Right, and this leads to my next question, right? Because the new geopolitical context has been blamed for the reduction in GDP growth. But are there other reasons more idiosyncratic to France, as he was just saying, for this sluggish growth? What are the main idiosyncratic reasons that have to do with France, the French economy only?
Yes, we all know that European economies have been putting their budget into a kind of war condition budget system. It seems like there's an expectation with regard to further impacts of Russian invasion to Ukraine, but it seems like they expect further aggressive policies by Russia to near abroad of Russia, which will put extra stress on French economy. I think they are prepared for these developments by moving their economic system into war condition budget system. And Macron has been dealing with this Ukrainian-Russian peace process in order to lift this negative impact. But we all know that the developments in the Middle East, Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and Houthis attacking the cargo ships, which made longer trip over Africa to reach Europe, will increase the costs of the products, which will put extra hyperinflation impact on European economies majorly. And I think French will definitely be negatively affected from those impacts. And we all know the demographic impact here as well. The population level, which is very old age in Europe, is a major challenge with regard to demand. So demand also, the crash in the demand will also create extra push or negative push on the French economy in a negative tone.
True, population growth being a big problem, last but not least for the pension systems as well. Feliz Katman, it was great hearing your thoughts and analysis. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.